UFC 268 is upon us, and this is a stacked card. We're going to start top to bottom, who I think is going to win their matches, and which match I'm most excited for. Actually, let's be honest. We all know which match we're all excited for. Colby versus Usman 2. Ooh, I'm going to talk about that one in just a moment, but let's get right to it. We have first match I'm going to talk about is Justin Gaethje versus Michael Chandler. Number 2 ranked lightweight versus number 4. This one could potentially be a number 1 contenders match after Dustin Poirier continues to just defend his title, being the 155 champion of the world. I expect Justin Gaethje to win, but Michael Chandler has a very high energy smothering offense that can give Gaethje problems if he could get to his legs early and wear him down with that big strong body of his. Next, we got Thug Rose, the champion, the women's champion who beat Weili Zhang in their first matchup. It was shocking. A lot of people expected Weili Zhang to win that match. She is considered one of the greatest, if not the greatest, strawweight to ever compete in the UFC. She's going for a redemption now. Could Thug Rose defend her belt against Weili Zhang, who is hot and bothered after the last match she had against Thug Rose? I think Weili Zhang's going to be able to win this match. I truly do. I think she's going to find a counter offensive to beat Thug Rose, but you never know. It's always just one punch. One punch can rock you, put you down, and a TKO is up and coming. Lastly, we got Kamaru Usman, one of the greatest 170-pounders we have ever seen. He's going for GSP. He wants to eclipse GSP in greatness, and defeating Colby Covington once again will give him that opportunity. Colby Covington has been the number 1 contender for a long time in the 170-pound division, but Kamaru Usman's looking at it like, hey, I've already beat you. I knocked you out. He broke his face. He broke his face in the 5th round, but Colby Covington gave Kamaru Usman, in my opinion, the most difficult match in his entire UFC career. So I'm going to go with Kamaru Usman because Kamaru Usman has not shown any sign of slowing down at all. He wants to continue holding on to that precious belt for his home country of Nigeria. Colby Covington is looking for an upset. They have bad blood. They hate each other. This is going to be a slugfest. I don't expect it to be a wrestling matchup, although they're both great wrestlers in their own regard. It's going to be a stand-up fight. I think that one's going to go... I think it's going to be a 4th round knockout in favor of Kamaru Usman, and he's going to continue to hold that belt and look like the greatest 170-pounder who ever existed. Other fights on the card include Frankie Edgar versus Marlon Vera. I would take Frankie Edgar in that situation. Luke Rockhold is competing in middleweight. So after Luke Rockhold lost to Michael Bisping, he just hasn't been the same. He's fighting against Sean Strickland, who is a great fighter in his own regard. I don't expect Luke Rockhold to win. I'm going to give that one to Sean Strickland. Jermaine Durandamy is fighting Irene Aldana. I'm going to go with Jermaine Durandamy. And then lastly, Al Iaquinta versus Bobby Green. Honestly, Al Iaquinta is the name I recognize from that list, so I have to go with Al Iaquinta. I am not very familiar with Bobby Green, but this is a time where he can prove himself. He can show who he is. I'm excited for UFC 268 happening in Madison Square Garden. Beautiful. I've been waiting for Kamaru Usman versus Colby Covington for so long, and it is finally here at last.